Welcome back. Today, we're set to explore the hidden beauty of Scandinavia and learn exciting secrets about some amazing places. Have you ever thought about Kakadu National Park's secrets or what's hidden under the sand of Uluru? Let's uncover these mysteries together. Number 10. Sydney Harbour. It captures the heart of every visitor. It's the home to the famous Opera House and Sydney Harbour Bridge. It's said to be one of the prettiest natural harbours in the world. But here's a wild fact. Some parts of the harbour are deeper than the Pacific Ocean. It's estimated to hold an incredible 500 gigaliters of water. Putting it into perspective, that's enough to fill 1 billion bathtubs. Moreover, beneath its sparkling waves, it houses an incredible diversity of marine creatures. Over 550 species of fish have been documented. That's more than the entire coastline of the United Kingdom. Number 9. Kangaroo Island. Not only is it Australia's third biggest island, but it's also super beautiful. It's like a hidden treasure surrounded by bright blue waters off South Australia's coast. But what makes it super cool? Kangaroo Island is kind of like a lifeboat for animals you don't find anywhere else. Here, you can spot unique animals like the Kangaroo Island kangaroo, a sort of big friendly cousin of the common western grey kangaroo. These special animals have their very own safe haven here, away from the problems their relatives face back on the mainland. So, Kangaroo Island doesn't just give you amazing views. It's also home to some of the world's most unique wildlife. Number 8. Whitsunday Islands, in the heart of the Great Barrier Reef. Not only are these islands absolutely stunning, but there's a cool secret about them you probably don't know. You know those picture-perfect white beaches on these islands? They're not just regular sand. It's mostly silica, a mineral that's super bright and white. And guess what? In some places, the sand is up to 98% silica. It's also really fine and squeaks under your feet. This amazing sand didn't just appear overnight. It took thousands of years of natural stuff eroding away to create it. Now, today we get to enjoy some of the whitest sand on Earth, right by the clear blue water and green islands. So, next time you're on the Whitsundays, remember there's a fantastic geological story right under your feet. Number 7. Daintree Rainforest. It's not just your typical lush, green paradise, it's got some serious bragging rights. Did you know that the Daintree Rainforest is the oldest tropical rainforest in the world that's still around today? Some parts of it are believed to be over 180 million years old. Let that sink in for a second. That's older than some dinosaur fossils. Just imagine, walking around, you're surrounded by plant life that was sprouting when the dinos were strolling around Earth. It's like being in a living, breathing time machine. The Daintree is more than just a beautiful forest, it's a testament to time, resilience, and the incredible diversity of our planet. Sounds like a wild adventure you'd like to tap into? Number 6. Fraser Island, known for its gorgeous freshwater lakes and old rainforests, this place actually has a pretty cool secret up its sleeve. So, Fraser Island is the biggest sand island on Earth, about the same size as Mauritius or the US state of Rhode Island. But here's the twist, it's the only place in the world where rainforests grow on sand dunes that are more than 200 meters high. You might be wondering, how can a rainforest grow on a sand dune? It's all thanks to some sand-binding fungi. They lock the sand in place and help growing forests by providing necessary nutrients. So, amidst the sandy stretches, you've got towering trees and incredibly diverse plant species thriving. Number 5. Great Ocean Road, famous for its mind-blowing coastal scenery and landmarks like the 12 Apostles. But there's a cool behind-the-scenes fact about this place that's going to blow your mind. Would you believe that the Great Ocean Road is actually the world's largest war memorial? Yep, it's true. Soldiers returning from World War I built this road between 1919 and 1932 as a tribute to their buddies who didn't make it home. So, as you're driving along this amazing 243-kilometer route, soaking in the sights of rainforests, beaches, and cliffs carved by nature, remember you're also traveling on a piece of history. This road is a testament to the sacrifices made by those soldiers. Next time you cruise along this epic route, you'll know you're not just on a road trip, but a journey that echoes stories from 100 years ago. What did you think was the most fascinating fact so far about these beautiful destinations? Let me know in the comments. Number 4. Flinders Ranges, the place where the sunset paints the hills in stunning shades of red. But here's the interesting thing, this rugged beauty has a really cool secret. The Flinders Ranges is not just mountains and trails. It's a glimpse into a super old chapter in Earth's history, known as the Ediacaran period, which is about 635 to 541 million years ago. This is when life started getting a bit more complex on our planet. Ready for the intriguing bit? The Flinders Ranges is where the first evidence of this ancient era was discovered, back in 1946. The fossils found here are like the gold standard for understanding life during the Ediacaran period. This makes Flinders Ranges a super important spot for scientists studying the Earth's past. So, while you're trekking through the paths of the Flinders Ranges, remember you're walking where some of Earth's earliest life forms came to be. Number 3. Kakadu, it's loaded with incredible wildlife and landscapes. But there's a cool secret in this park that's too good to miss, it's all about the park's special tidal system. In the heart of Kakadu, there's something neat going on. The South Alligator River, located way inland, behaves like it's on the beach, experiencing tides. How cool is that? You see, Kakadu has some pretty cool features that make this possible. The land is super flat, which lets the tides from the sea travel quite a distance inland. And when these tides reach their highest point in the river, something amazing happens. Freshwater and saltwater mix, creating a super unique environment. It's a true paradise for many species that can't be found anywhere else. So, keep your eyes peeled for the South Alligator River when you're exploring Kakadu. Remember, it's not just a river, but a cool example of how nature can blend different environments in one place. Number 2. Uluru, it's this massive red rock that stands tall in the middle of the Aussie outback. Known all around the world for its beauty, it's got an awesome secret that's not so well known. You know how Uluru looks like one big standalone rock, right? Well, here's the thing. What we see is just the tip of a huge rock that goes for kilometers beneath the earth. It's like the peak of an iceberg sticking out of the ocean, only that it's in the desert. This gigantic rock pushed its way to the surface over hundreds of thousands of years and is shaped by things like wind and rain. The surface is a type of sandstone that has slowly rusted to give the rock its iconic red color. But here's a crazy fact. If it rains, the rock can turn to a stunning silver-gray color. So as you marvel at this towering beauty, always remember what you're seeing is just a small part of a much larger formation hidden beneath you. Number 1. Great Barrier Reef, it's teeming with life like a bustling underwater city. But there's something pretty awesome about this place that usually gets overlooked. It's an epic fact about the massive living structure that makes up the reef. What if I told you that this whole reef, the biggest living thing on Earth, is built by tiny creatures? Tiny critters called coral polyps, smaller than a grain of rice, build the entire Great Barrier Reef. These little guys secrete limestone that builds up the hard part of the reef. Over many years, they've built up this large coral reef system that you can even see from space. So, when you're awestruck by the amazing underwater scene, take a moment to appreciate these tiny workers. If you love discovering these incredible wonders of our world, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way, you won't miss out on the countless other fascinating stories we share here. Because in our channel, much like in the Great Barrier Reef, there's always more to explore.